Sky Farm, welcome to the third episode of Mindfulness, and today I'm being joined by
Justin Chakupola, and my thing is fashion reading. What's not my thing? Working out.
My name is Mary Kamanga. My thing is family and friends. What's not my thing is productive friendship and management.
Okay, so we also have our mental health expert in the house today. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Azefa Magasa.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about mental health and social media, and we'll be answering a few questions on how we can balance our time on social media while protecting our mental health. So, girls, how has social media positively impacted your life and mental well-being?
Social media has impacted me in a positive manner. It helps me focus on the things I've set out. The content that I follow, I've chosen what content I should follow. So I choose what I want to see and what I don't want to see. So by doing that, it helps me and inspires me to work harder on the things that I love. Yeah.
And for me, I feel like social media, what was the question?
Um, um, how has it
How
positively
it has impacted me positively. For me, it taught me how to speak out for myself and stand out for myself despite receiving hate comments. Because social media is all about hate sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's not all the time that people will love you or love you, people will always find something to talk about. So it's just taught me to stand out for myself, accept myself, love myself, and not listen what people say about me.
And for me, I feel like it has impacted my life in a way that it helps me to make friends because I am not that social. So looking at that fact, going on social media, it's really helping me a lot because I do not like being around a lot of people, and there's no social anxiety on social media. You can just talk to people and be like, okay, yeah, without you being anxious. Yeah. Are there any strategies that you would recommend for girls to like have a positive and stay safe with social media?
Yeah, there are a lot of strategies, and one of them is actually something that I've heard the girls mention.
Yeah.
Limiting the time that you spend on social media. So, if you spend so much time on social media, actually, social media is addictive.
Yeah.
So, if you spend so much time on social media, it's difficult for you to actually get involved with the real life out there. And also, I think, especially if you're not really viewing good content,
Yeah.
it's actually time wasting because the more social time you spend on social media, the more you get to do less things that are very interesting to you. And also, another coping strategy that you can do is, interacting mostly with the people out there and less of social media.
Yeah.
You could actually work on the things that make you happy, the things that excite you, the things that motivate you away from social media. But an outside world, you can actually spend more time there because the more time you spend away from social media or engaging in activities that you actually enjoy, it's actually a coping strategy because you'll not be able to do a lot of social media content, and that's going to actually make you grow and take care of yourself.
Strategies that I use looking at my priorities, looking at my schedule. Another time that I spend too much time on social media, it it helped me escape some things and some stuff, but it also became harmful. I was getting more and more depressed and feeling so low.
Yeah.
So I just picked out a specific time to like view social media, like 30 minutes, an hour, or more if I've got like extra homework and extra research. So I have to balance up my reading, I have to balance up my assignments, I have to balance up my mom just wanting to see me
Yeah.
on my phone. Yeah, so yeah.
What's the latest?
As for me, I have a full time schedule, just like you said, where I get to have time to also do other positive real life things. Social media is not really- So like get to spend read books, So my moment, yeah, it's that kind of thing. Because I feel like sometimes social media actually deceives that maybe you've gotten over something.
Yeah.
So you're just on social media and you think, okay, I'm over this. But then the very moment you face it in real life, you don't even know how to face it because social media has already deceived you that you've already gotten over it. And then you don't know how to face it like in real life. So I feel like, yeah, for me, I have escaped that helps me balance everything to have a mental.
Yeah, and I think on that point, it's why we bring in the saying that goes like there's time for everything. Because you cannot spend the entire day on social media. You have to do your chores, you have to be with your mom, you have to get seeds, you have to do all being a girl and
Yeah.
yeah, so you have to prioritize. That's the way to go. That's it. So are there signs or behaviors that parents or guardians should look out when their children are spending a lot of time on social media?
Yes, they are. Parents can actually look out for signs like if the child is spending so much time alone, like in their room, on their phone, or they're glued to their phone, they don't want to interact with people in the house. Well, that's one of the signs that they're supposed to look out for. Because they notice, okay, this is not the way it's supposed to be. And then also the dress, the grooming, even just the way they're behaving overall. Because with social media, the more time you get to spend on something, the more you get to certain things or certain unusual things that tend to be normal to you. So parents can look out for signs in case maybe their child changes the way they dress, the way they're looking, the way they're talking. That's a good one. The way they're talking, and they know to say, okay, it's either the child is being exposed to content or bad content.
So have you guys experienced depressing or bad or emotional? If you have, please share your experience.
On a personal note, I think I was only depressed on social media when I felt like I wasn't good enough for the social media
Yes.
community. Where you post your content, okay, but I look fine, I look good, I think I'm doing the most, but I'm like, what is happening? Okay, people are viewing, but that's not reacting
Yeah.
to you. So that was a bit depressing, and yeah, it's really makes you go down, and there's a lot of negative content on social media. It's really bad, and it really feels bad when you see people shaming other people on social media,
Yeah.
posting all ridiculous things, big things. It's really bad, and I think it affects how you feel, how you think, because the more you expose yourself to such kind of content, the mind is affected. The mind needs positivity. So you might not know it, but the more you look at it, the more you deal with. From time to time, I think it just comes clicking back and like, why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
It might be the negative content.
For me, there was a time I got depressed because of social media. You can imagine, right? I had a birthday photo shoot, like days before my birthday, and I wanted to post the photos on the actual day. So when I posted those photos, that was on my birthday. People started sending hate on my name, being body shamed. Yeah. They did a lot of crazy stuff. And you can imagine, like, that's my birthday.
Yeah, you're trying to be
Exactly. And people, I had to take the photos down like immediately. People said a lot of things, and then like there was also my classmates on that group of people who are there. So now imagine going to school and you go face the same people.
Yeah.
And then now there were times it became so bad because there were times at school they'll tell you we're having special events, like Here's Day, trips where it's required, like where you wear clothes. Then I can't wear my clothes. I started wearing budget clothes. I never wanted to show my body. I started dressing up like a boy at some point. I just really didn't feel confident in myself. I lost it all. Like I never cared about what people had to say about me wearing boys' clothes. I felt like it gave me comfort where I wouldn't really expose my body like that. Then you go to school, and people are talking about your holiday, they didn't give you anything. It was very depressing. Like, and the bad part is sometimes, negative comments actually give you suicide thoughts.
Yeah.
They give you negative thoughts. Like, you just believe anything anyone says. If they say your eyebrows are bent, you believe them, you cover your eyes, you always cover your face. So I feel like, yeah, that's the time I really feel depressed.
But I can see you're bouncing back. So tell me how you
Same.
That means that's strong. Tell me how you how
Okay.
you
Firstly, I wouldn't say I really just to my parents. Because my parents don't even know the reason why I was wearing this. Okay, I have a brother who looks exactly like me. So yeah, we're looking twinning, yeah. But how I handled it was, I think I just exposed myself to positive content.
Yeah.
Where it helped me love myself more and just clear the air.
If there's anyone, any of your friends bringing negativity upon your life, block them, cut them off. But you can cut them off as long as they are bringing negativity and not positivity. Please cut them off. Otherwise, they are not going to grow in society. So, in your opinion, what role can schools and communities play in promoting mental health for children?
Well, there's a lot that's really in this people. The first thing that we can actually do is educate people about mental health. It's important educating people about the importance of mental health and also how to balance mental health and social media. And then in communities can actually come up with the little programs that can actually venture into sensitization of mental health. And then with schools, one thing they can do is putting up, like a school can come up with the strategy of where they can open a counseling corner.
Yeah.
In case maybe there's a pupil that just feels bad about themselves, their mental health is not being checked, and also maybe they're stressed, they're dealing with low self-esteem, they're dealing with anxiety, they can actually go to that corner and speak to a counselor, because most people feel very comfortable to talk to people that they don't really know about sharing their problems, so they feel like they're not going to share them here, and it's safer as well. And also with programs like these, like what's happening right now, talking about mental health and doing mental health and social media. So this is actually very educative, and it's actually letting people be aware to say social media and mental health are kind of connected in a way. And also programs like dramatizations and role plays in community, where they can actually just choose out maybe a play where they can actually bring mental health issues and just like dramatize them. And they can actually get ideas about topics so they can do that from young people. Because young people are more going to relate to that. And they'll also kind of like learn certain coping strategies for coping and everything that they can actually use in real life. So I think
So, I want to know if there has been a time where you were social media, where social media encouraged you positively, maybe just not negatively, where you had like a nice time while on social media, not a bad time.
like education.
You said? Yeah, education on social media. A happy moment.
A happy moment in social media is when people appreciate what you post. They give you nice compliments. They say, now you're looking fine, you're bouncing back, you're glowing. You know, when those people used to call you Aggie and Pat start texting you again, like, hey, you look this and that. If I think about the only happy moments I think I've had, I don't really spend a lot of time on social media. I think it's never used to help me a lot. You gain weight, you look like a creator, you look like what? Oh, it's so many things.
Yeah,
so many things. So I think the only happy time I have on social media is when people are complimenting me, giving me good compliments, but I don't spend much time. So yeah.
You?
And social media posts. I think for myself, it's when I actually chose to go for what I want. And then when I chose to go for what I want, people adapted to that and accepted me for me. So from that time, uh, I had like a positive base there that people would just post something. People were just there like okay, she picks herself up, she doesn't care about anything. So it just began with me basically. It began with me going for what I wanted, and then people followed that route. So that's been having like a positive
The numbers, you know, you know. What advice would you give to others that was out there on maintaining a healthy relationship with social media?
As she said, you go for what you are. If you go on social media trying to find comfort in what other people like, you will get distracted. I think you will lose yourself a bit. But if you go on social media and say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I like, I think I will go for this type of content, and I want to do things true to myself.
Yes.
So it starts with you. It really starts with you because if you pay attention to the negative, hey, there's also positivity. People are always going to talk. They will never stop talking.
They'll always talk.
So if you concentrate on saying, no, me, they're doing me bad.
They're telling me I don't look nice.
Yeah, so you just pick yourself up and concentrate on the things that you like. If people see your confidence in those things, they'll be like, come
There's
here.
nothing we can do.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Just go about
It
it.
starts with you stand your ground and say, this is what I like and this is who I am. Accept it. Don't accept it. This is me. I'm keeping my content here.
Take it or leave it. What advice would you give?
For me, the advice I would give to this time is first, take positive criticism. That's a good start because positive criticism helps you grow. For example, if you choose, okay, let me say you choose what books to learn. For example, let's say you right, you notice that when you wear like tight dresses, you look nice, and oh, people love that. And then when you wear like flare dresses, they don't really suit you, and maybe people would criticize you about it. I feel like you should take that positive criticism and stick to what you think makes you look the best, like all the time. Secondly, I feel like choose what you want. Don't let people decide your life for you. Choose you. People on social media will always say, okay, so this girl, because she looks like this way, we're expecting a certain standard from her. She should be out this Friday, she should be. Stay true to yourself because you're also supposed to remember where you come from. Should be able to love themselves because whatever people have to say about you will not matter to you. It will not affect you in any way. It will only bring positive to you because social media always has negativity. Like it's always you will never grow if you listen to what people on social media are saying about you. Some people are just jealous.
They'll tell you look nice, but again they'll tell she looks nice, but
You're not acting back.
yeah.
Some people would say your dress looks nice as if it's not fake.
What?
Like you stop. Yeah. So just learn to love yourself. Always take positive criticism. Always learn from social media. There are lessons learned. People tell stories about what happened to them. Just be on the look and just love yourself, embrace yourself, and just be you. Just stay true to yourself.
Okay, so now we're going to allow our lovely audience to ask questions. Guys, please don't be shy. Ask, please. Any question? Yes.
My name is Shinunga, and my things are cooking, sleeping, and eating, which I think smoking, drinking, and bad vibes. I want to ask you a question. And how can social media help our mental health?
That's what you
Thank you. So, one thing you need to remember about social media is it can either break you or make you. And one thing you have to remember as well about social media is there's so much fakeness on social media, and you need to stay true to yourself. So, the way it can help your mental health is you need to be careful with the content that you expose yourself to, because if you're exposing yourself to content that's not updating, it's not healthy for your mind, it's going to affect it's going to affect you mentally. It's going to drag you in a place where you have low self-esteem, where you're going to be feeling depressed, where you won't even have confidence with yourself. It's because of what you're exposing yourself to. So it can help you in a way by viewing good content, and also just by getting to understand yourself, your mental well-being, and also content that actually makes you feel good about yourself, and it's motivates you to become a better person. That way, it's going to help you mentally, because it's going to build you and not break.
I hope she's answered your question. Got it? Anyone else?
Okay, as in for me, I have a question. Okay, as in I have a friend out there. Oh, my name is Faith, and my twins are writing scripts, cooking, and what are not making us smoking and vaping. Okay, I have a friend out there, and although I cannot say her name, but it's more like whenever she's on social media, the things she receives, she feels like she wants to commit suicide. So I usually don't know what to tell her. So I think I have a chance to ask from you. So what can I tell that friend of mine the things to do so that she can avoid thinking about all those things?
Yeah, so to start with, it means she's not actually exposing herself to the right things on social media. And also she needs to kind of like understand herself and understand the things that she views on social media that actually make her feel suicidal. Because the more you feel suicidal, the more the ideas and the more you get to the road of actually trying to do what you've been thinking about. And what you feed the mind is actually what you act on. So what I would advise your friend is probably to limit the screen time that she's having on social media, to also watch on the things that she's exposing herself to, because according to how she comes out after viewing her social media content, that means she's not viewing the right things. And also maybe you can advise her to stay true to herself and just be herself on social media, just view things that she likes. And something that I have heard the girls kind of like talk about is view content that's going to motivate you to become a better person. They've actually given experiences, a lot of them that I've heard. Yeah, so she can work on her content viewing, because that's where the problem is actually coming from.
Answered. Okay, so now we're going to read some comments from online. People are watching. Precious stays learning. Good, you're learning. Another one says, watching from Chongwe Waterfall. We see you, girl. Yeah, we see you. Sandra says, watching you from there. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, come on, let's go. Ruth says, it's very important for parents to know what their children are doing on social media. Points. Yes.
Very true.
Don't hide things from your parents. Ayana says, I'm really enjoying. We're enjoying too, sis. keep up with the good work. Guys, we're still answering questions, so please, if you have any questions, you can ask.
I have a question.
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Nelly Lutambo, and my things are eating, writing, and watching TV. And the things that are not mine are body shaming and bad vibes. The question that I have is that is social media for everybody? Yes.
Okay, social media is for everybody, but it depends on the things that you are doing on social media, because there are some things that are just rated 18, and you are 13. So there are some things that you can actually do on social media at your age, and things that you can't do on social media. So social media is for everybody, but just have limits.
Can I? Sorry. Okay. I think, okay, on a personal note, I think it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I think people choose. I've got people who just never spend the time on social media. I don't find the value on social media. They enjoy the real life better. So I think you get to know whether it's your thing when you actually go on social media, and if you don't have a good time, you know it's automatically not your thing. If you just feel like it's wasting your time, you don't feel it, just know it's not your thing.
Well, social media is for everyone, but it depends with what you're exposing yourself to. So, there are a lot of social media platforms, and as young people, the young girls that I can see here, you can actually learn a lot from social media. You can learn a lot that can, that can build you. And if you feel like, okay, I need to I need to maybe limit my time on social media, you need to understand yourself, because from understanding yourself, that's where it comes whether you choose to spend so much time on social media or not. You can learn good things from there, and you can actually avoid bad things from there. And also, with social media, everybody has got their opinion. They're entitled to their own opinion. And if you feel like, okay, maybe if I do this, I'm going to get bad vibes, I think you also kind of watch what content you put on social media. Yeah. Like what's happening right now, this is a very educated program. And for somebody who's not on social media, I think they're actually missing out. Yeah, so I think social media is very good.
Okay, so we have more comments. Faith says, hi, watching you from Botswana. Botswana. Hi, Steve. Hi. How are you doing? She's asking a question to say, how does social media affect mental health? I think that's good.
So social media affects mental health in a negative and positive way. So it depends on how you take it. Firstly, you need to learn. You need to learn. You need to learn about yourself. Like, you need to understand your mental well-being. Social media affects mental health in a way that it can actually put you in a good path or in a depressing path. So you need to actually look out for yourself when it comes to social media, because it can actually cause low self-esteem, it can cause depression, and sometimes it can actually lead people to suicidal thoughts and actually suicidal attempts. And on the other side, social media can build you, you can learn a lot, and you can actually become a better person and be motivated to actually work on certain insecurities that you have about yourself into positive vibes.
Ooh, that was so educative, if you ask me. I hope you guys have learned. Have you learned? Hello, Ska. It's good you've learned. Okay, so that was all we had for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next week. Okay, so before we go, actually, anyone, we're going to take one last question. Let's go.
Okay, I have a question. Like, how can we help with combating mental health? That's my question. Okay. What can we do? Or um, what are we capable of doing to help girls who are mentally depressed to come out of that situation? So how can we help combating mental health?
Um, there are a lot of things that you can actually do to help those people probably that are in that situation. And one of the things that you can do is, not look down on them because, oh, okay, they're in this situation. You can help them by not looking down on them. And also, as a mental health specialist, I would advise, if you've noticed that maybe a friend, a relative, your parent, because if you in case you've noticed to say they are getting in a state where they're starting to get depressed, as a mental health specialist, I would advise you help them to come to the hospital. You can help them go to a mental health specialist, a mental health facility. It doesn't mean if you advise them to go there, then that means they are not okay or they are mentally challenged, but you're helping them because at the mental health facilities, there are a lot of strategies that we use to help people cope with depression, with anxiety, with low self-esteem, with all other mental health issues. And when they come that side, we actually engage people into some counseling sessions and very confidential counseling sessions. So in that counseling session where we're going to like introduce them to, we'll be able to talk to them. They'll be able to open up on certain things that are actually getting them depressed, getting them get in that space where they are. And from there, we're going, if they need medication, we'll give them some medication. If they only need counseling, we'll be able to assess. So your role in helping is also looking out for your friend, for your relative, and also even just for somebody that you know.
Okay. You heard that? Alright, so we're going to ask for you to just say any last point to wrap up the show.
Okay. So mental health is real health because mental health kind of like borders all aspects of you. If your mental health is not okay, even other aspects of your body are not going to be okay. So it's very important to take care of your mental health because if you don't, it's actually going to lead into serious conditions. And most of the times, people that will neglect their mental health are actually going to find themselves in conditions where they're depressed, they're anxious, they have low self-esteem, and sometimes they're even suicidal and will actually try to attempt suicide. So what I can actually, my closing remarks is take care of your mental health. Either you're a female or you're a male. As a male, it's okay to be mentally drained. It's fine to be mentally drained and to ask for help. Don't shun in the dark. And also as young girls, it's important that you come out and talk about your mental health to your parents, to people that you trust, to an adult that you trust, and to a health women specialist like me. You're all welcome. Yeah, that's what I can advise. And also take care of your mental health. It's important.
Yes. Take care of your mental health. I'm going to take care of my mental health. Are you going to take care of my mental health?
Definitely.
Are you going to take care of the calls? Alright, so I had so much fun doing this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And always remember to stay true to yourself. Let me see. There's one, show them. Yes. Always remember to stay true to yourself. Always remember to take care of your mental health, as she said. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.